are live. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the ARTFUL Podcast. And it's Matteo here, as usual, to welcome you for another studio chat. We have another lovely artist. She's a great artist, actually, and it's we're gonna talk about her practice and how she dealt with lockdown and what inspires her. And what really interested me about her artworks was the sense of freedom that comes between the painting that she does, and they're really colorful, intense. There is so much going on. Every time you look at it again, it's just you will find something else. You will find something new, a new color, a new mark, and that I really wanted to understand what's her thought behind the drawing and the painting. So she said something really interesting during our chat. I want to talk a little bit about it. And she said that we as artists, we are the colors during these hard times. And I think I love this. I love this sentence. I think it's really it captures really what I feel. Because there is a lot of people that did come to me during the first lockdown, and I'm guessing during this lockdown as well. They came to me, they DM me, or they just once they saw me again, they talked to me, and they said that it was really nice to see this like artworks while I was scrolling Instagram or on like Facebook, and so it did make them feel better. Just because it was just a nice picture, saw it on their phone, and they make them feel better. And obviously I really appreciate that, and it's really nice to hear that. But I think it's what the artist in general, artist as person that creates, that is more, it has a creative mind. Could be a musician, could be a photographer, could be anyone. The artist in this moment is one of the most more important person that could change the mood of your day. You can be feeling really depressed, you can feel really sad, or you can feel really just down. Just it's not your day, it's not a great day, it's a lockdown, you can't go anywhere, you can't see anyone, you cannot see your family. But then you listen to a music, you listen to a song, you see a beautiful painting on Instagram, you see a photograph taken on Instagram, on Facebook, someone shares, someone send it to you, and it will change the whole day. You listen to the music, to the song, and you will feel better. And I think it's really important, like the mental health that comes with it. And I think that sentence represent the whole what I think right now about being an artist in this moment, in these times. And I like it. I really like it. We are the colors during these hard times. And yeah, so anyway, it was a really great chat. She had such an amazing energy, positive, and yeah, so no further ado, this was Valeria Studio Chat.
Yeah. Do you actually, are you actually based in Bristol, right?
Yes. I live in Bristol. I've been living in Bristol for like the last 7 years, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
How is it how is it in Bristol, like in terms of creativity, side talking, and
You mean during lockdown? during
Yeah.
yeah, it was to be honest, it didn't really change my routine in my life, to be honest, because I do all my art during the week, so I spend like
Mhm.
5 days doing what I love. But during
Mhm.
weekends, I do have like a little job in a restaurant, just to keep the money coming in. So it didn't really change. I'm not. I don't really go out. I don't really do anything during like normal routine. So it didn't really change. It didn't really affect me. So I was just like producing so much painting, so much drawings that
Amazing.
yeah, I was kind of enjoying it a bit too much of the situation of the situation. But then it did hit me because I feel like I got burnout at some point after like like 3-4 months in. I was like, okay, this is like, it was getting to me as well after a
Yeah.
bit. But at the beginning I was loving it. I was full on concentrate on, like, I had
Mhm.
the whole day for me and
Yeah.
do my stuff. So I was, yeah, it was good in a sense for like my productivity, but it was,
Yeah.
yeah. And then it hit me after, when I was like, okay, I actually need galleries. I actually need like people to see my work, because obviously like Instagram, it's not the same, obviously,
Yes, of
like
course.
social media and website, online exhibition. I did an online exhibition, but it just doesn't feel the same.
It's not the same, of course. But
Where are you based?
I'm based in London,
Oh, okay, you live
so
there.
yeah, in this crazy, lovely city.
You
And
that was harder for you, was it, guys?
uh, personally talking, it was a bit hard for me at the beginning of the lockdown, actually. So for me, it happened kind of the opposite of what happened to you. It hit me hard at the beginning. All this news of the lockdown, the quarantine, and virus, and this and that, and so at the beginning I was a little bit scared, to be honest. So because
Fair.
that, nothing like that ever happened in my life and in the life of my parents. So I was just like first time facing something that it almost looked like, the end of the world, the
Yeah, like a
apocalypse,
movie.
and it was just crazy, crazy, crazy. And yeah, so at the beginning I don't know, I was a little bit concerned and I was scared of these people with these masks outside. It looked like almost like a movie. Have you ever
Yeah.
watched Resident Evil? And
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know why I always had that movie in
It's,
my
yeah,
head.
it was pretty similar, yeah.
Yes, exactly. So I was a little bit, yeah, concerned about that. So yeah, that's how it started for me. But then, like, after I'd say like 2 weeks, I started to read about that and just talk with people about that, with my friends. And I was like, do you know what, I don't want to live in fear. Like, I don't want to be scared,
Yeah.
because the fear is what makes us vulnerable. And if you're scared, your thoughts are not clear as they are when you just positive and you are just yourself. Because
Yeah.
our nature of human beings is being just positive people, happy people. We don't we haven't meant to be created to be just like, like negative and scared and with all these fears. So I literally just something clicked in my brain, and my thoughts started to switch to something that was very different from how I was feeling at the beginning of all this. So yeah, I was just reading more about what actually, maybe it's not how they are saying all about these things
Yeah.
going on.
Obviously
So
they
mhm,
blew up the whole situation. It became like more politics than like the actual
exactly.
scientist point of view of the virus and all the lockdown and stuff. So obviously
Exactly.
it did get me to my nerves, like
Mhm,
the whole situation about, like, they were playing about this, but from a politics point of view, and
mhm,
it was pretty annoying. But yeah, I think we were like as a creative people, we were more lucky in a way, because we had something to do. We had something to do during the day. We wanted to create. We had time to create, to paint, to draw, to do whatever we could. But I know a lots of people, they didn't know what to do. They literally spend the whole day every day for like 3 months, just sit on the sofa and watching stuff, and like maybe bake sometimes, but it's just they didn't know what to do. I felt really lucky, because I had like such a strong passion and profession in a sense as well, that kept me so busy during the day that I didn't really think about the whole situation that was outside.
This is amazing. This is so inspiring, really, and I am so grateful as well for this talent, let's say, that I've got, and that's what kept me and is keeping me alive during these hard times. You know, like literally, that's what's happening with me when I paint. I just get to another dimension, and everything else just doesn't matter. And also, what helps me as well is to keep in touch with people that have the same type of passion, or just creatives, you know.
Yeah.
We are the colors of what is going on right now in the world. We are people who are thinking in a different way and are able to express it, are not scared to express it, and are just working every day on ourselves, so on our art, on whatever it is that you like, no matter what. And it's just, this is for me, my art, to be honest with you, again, it's my safe place, and this is my identity, and I've been looking for it for so long. Now later on, well, we're gonna start with questions. Like, I'm gonna explain you a little bit.
Yeah, it's true. We jump into it straight away, talking about whatever. That was good. Yeah, it was good. Let's actually start. So today we are with Valeria, and Valeria, introduce yourself, like where you're from, your background, and so we can start from there.
Yeah, sure. Hello everyone, and Matteo, nice to meet you virtually, let's say. And so my name is Valeria, and I come from the south of Italy. That's where I grew up, in a city called Avellino. It's like, let's say, 40 minutes driving from Naples. And so my mom is Russian, my dad is Italian, so I'm a little bit of a mix. And I spent my whole life in Italy. I grew up there, and then 5 years ago, I kind of decided to change something for my life and just pack my stuff, do my luggage, and move to London. That's what I kind of always wanted in my life. Let's say not precisely London. I knew always that I would be living. Hello?
But just travel. You mean like that's what you wanted? Yeah,
like travel, and I always imagined myself to just live somewhere else. I always felt this thing, always this little fire inside of myself telling me, no, you need to get out from here. Italy is amazing, it's beautiful, you know, food, culture. My family is there, my friends are there, but I always felt like I needed to explore more, and I needed to be in touch with people of different cultures and just different kind of environments, you know. And that's London for me was, let's say, the easiest and the closest place where I could have everything that I kind of dreamed of, and live in a city where you can never get bored, you know, because once you are bored in London, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's difficult. Here, like, no matter what, if you're by yourself, if you're with someone, there is always something to do. And especially if you are a creative, it's the best city to live in. And in London, if you can get whatever you want, so, like, if you really work on it. So it's really entirely up to you. And so 5 years ago, I decided to move here, and My artistic process actually started. I started to take my art more seriously, let's say a year ago, to be honest with you. So I used to draw since I was a kid. My father was actually as well he was creative too, so he used to paint. So that's something like crazy thing, because like, how is this possible that my actual father had my same passion and then I had it too. So since I was a kid, I used to always to paint, and we had like, I really felt like this connection, and it's just like,
That's what brought you to like start painting and drawing, and there was this connection with your father. Oh, that's
exactly.
It's really fun.
That this is crazy. Like, we had really like the similar talent, and it's just, some things you cannot really explain how it happens. But but to be honest with you, I always considered it, yes, as my passion, but I never took it seriously, and this is because I've never believed in myself enough to just say, you know what, drop everything else. This is what you like.
It's really hard. I completely understand. I think every like artist gets to the point that that's the big decision. Like, you need to make that decision that if you want to follow it, like, you need to be in 100%. If it's not, it will be just a hobby, and it's really hard to understand, like, to make that decision and full on do art all the time.
Exactly. For me, this was, I think, one of the hardest things, because you need to be very brave to do that, because like, I actually this was the main reason why I've never took it seriously. I was not confident 100% in my abilities, in what I would be able to do if I would only believe in myself enough. So I did basically the school, let's say, translated in English, it would be foreign languages, let's say. So then I did uni in Italy, and then I literally just found a job, because I just wanted to make some money.
Did you study art in Italy, or it was a completely different thing?
Unfortunately not. I've studied English and German literature.
Oh,
so it's always something was connected with foreign languages, and let's say my parents kind of like directed me to that kind of type of study, and I'm not blaming anyone, to be honest. Like, I'm taking the full responsibility of it, because I could just be saying, you know what, I don't want to do that. I want to do art. So I've never invested that much, because again, like, lack of confidence, and I've never believed that actually, art can be your job. You can actually do what you love.
It's people sometimes, I'm like, when I explain how art and maybe artists, they in a general eye, they've been seen in Italy, they don't believe, because from outside Italy, everyone sees Italy as the core of the art world, and everything's from like all the best artists are from Italy, and all the best movement of art are from Italy for most of people. And when I explained to them, they're like, I could never do this. I could never be an artist in Italy, because they will not take me seriously.
Yes, there is so much out there, so much. The culture is so strong that it's difficult. Just, who am I to do that? Look at what we've got. Look at the history of art that we've got. The designers, everything, and that's kind of like put you in a place like, you're thinking maybe let me do something else. Like, I'm not sure 100%. That's what's kind of, I was affected by all this, especially because I grew up in a city that at the end it's not that big, you know. So
Yeah.
I've never been in touch with creatives. Plus, at the time, I mean, it's not an excuse, but today the social medias actually like can play a big role in your artistic process. You know, like
Yeah.
there's so many artists out there that they made it because they just started to post their artworks, they just started to work on it, and there's so many artists that I know that made just because of Instagram, you know, of course because of their talent, but then they started to promote their artworks because of the social platform.
It's a
crazy.
big free platform where you can promote your stuff, and it works, and lots of people like that, and they can buy from it. So it's one of the way I use to contact people that I want to interview, like I did with you. I saw your stuff. It was really interesting, and really then we're gonna talk about a little bit, and I was like, I wanna talk to this person and see what is behind the canvas, and see why she does that, and it's a really huge platform that you can use for free, which is crazy if you think about it, and promote your art like really easily, and you can blow up and have an actual career just because you promote on social media. It's really good.
It is indeed, and as you say, it is for free. It's just like, you know, it's like everything in your life. You just need to be consistent and efficient in what you're doing, because it's also not true that if you just post some pictures of your art time to time, you can expect all this big blew up. Like it takes time. Like,
it does.
Takes time. Me, like, I started to so coming back to my artistic journey, when I moved to London, actually, I was working. I did so many jobs. Like, I used to work in a pub, I used to work in a hotel, then I moved to a corporate environment, and I was not 100% happy with that journey, because, like, being a creative and then work in a corporate environment, it was a little bit challenging. Because there are just so many rules that you need to follow, and it wasn't me. So literally, like 1 year ago, I started to coming back to, I used to do little canvases in the meantime, always working on my art, but still it was like a hobby for me. It was like, okay, do you know what, I have so many thoughts in my head, let me just paint something, and then after I was just coming back to my normal life. So I remember 1 year ago, I just started to draw during my lunchtime, during my breaks, when I was in the office. And I started to read more about the universal law and how things can be possible just if you really believe in yourself and in what you want from your life. You just need to be, everything just needs to be synchronized. And if you really, really work on your things, and if you really believe in your things, everything will be yours.
It will happen.
So that kind of opened for me a new dimension, and I started to create a new reality for myself. So I was just reading more about that, and watching documentaries, talking with my friends about how things are possible if you only visualize it. So I started to paint more and paint more and paint more and paint more. Then I started to basically customize some jackets. So I was painting on some jackets, which were actually uniforms.
Oh, that's cool.
That was a crazy idea that I had, and I wanted to start a brand. So everything was ready, photo shoots, I got my models, and the only thing is that, pandemic. So it came right at that time. so I kind of put that project on a side right now, and yeah, with the lockdown and stuff like at 6 months ago, I started to finally take my art more seriously, and I was like, you know what? Now, like, you don't have any excuses to not do that. So just focus on it and do it. Like, now you've been thinking, because as long as you've got an idea, okay, like the idea is there and it's amazing because it's unique. The idea it's it's a birth of something.
Yeah,
But
it will stick in your mind until like you don't actually do it. Yeah,
exactly.
it will drive you
But,
crazy if you don't.
if you don't action it, if you don't do something, it's just gonna be there, and you're just gonna be stuck somewhere with all these ideas around you, and what? Nothing will happen. Okay, amazing. You're creative. You have so many ideas, but then what? So that's stuck in my head, and I was like, you know what? Like, that's it. No more. Like, I have been basically made redundant as well from my office job. So yeah, I was like, okay.
It was a sign.
Say again.
It was a sign that you had to stop.
Exactly. And everything in our life, somehow it happens for a reason, no matter what. And you need to, it's up to us how to, things are happening in our life, and we will make mistakes. We will make thousands of mistakes, but then it's up to you how to react to that mistake. And it's up to you how to discipline yourself and to try to, take the best, let's say, of that mistake, of let's say not mistake, but maybe just, like not a really positive situation happening in your life. So I could just stay in my house. Oh my God, lockdown, I've lost my job and this and that. And my parents are in Italy. I'm fine from my home and I need to stay by myself. But no, I literally just, again, creating for myself a new kind of reality. So I was like, okay, this happened. Like, I don't have a job right now. And you know what? It's a sign.
You have to bounce back for sure.
Anyway.
Yeah, you have to bounce back for sure. You cannot get into the tunnel that like it's everything negative, and you will never get out if you're not the person that you wants to go and do something about it. It's the whole journey and the whole those like let's say negative situation that you have to face, they bring you to doing more art, right? So they pushed you to do more paintings, to do more drawings. And what's like your subject matter that you really want to express with your art?
So I started to do during the lockdown, let's say, abstract portraits. So they were mainly I was mainly painting females' bodies, so that's what I like to do. And slowly I started to, so my mainly let's say I was really focused on the colors in my painting because I just really like the contrast, and I really liked to paint female's body, but there was always something that I was let's say I was always kind of taking the inspiration from pictures. So I needed to stick to the picture, and slowly it started to not be, let's say, enough for me anymore, because I was not feeling 300% when painting, and I kind of was still working on my style, because that's what I struggled a bit at the beginning, and I guess it's something that most of the artists might find, common, because it's not easy to find your style. I don't know if you get me. And I'm still actually working on it. And after the portraits, I was realizing that I don't feel free 100%. So I just wanted to take a pencil or a pen and just, draw naturally. But somehow it was not happening, because I was still sticking to the pictures of people and just trying to make the lines perfect, so actually that could look like the person in the picture. And then I was just like, I knew that I wanted to create a character, something that could appear in all of my artworks, and I knew that I wanted to communicate something with that character. I knew that I wanted to go a bit more political, or I knew that I wanted to just inspire people. That what make me start to start to paint my character that you might see as well in one of my previous posts on Instagram. So it's just a mix of words, it's a mix of colors, and my character has basically no gender, and it's a really cool character. It's just always himself. He has like, I always do this tattoo cross on the cheek. He's full of piercings. He's always super colorful. And that's what, maybe, I don't know where is it actually coming from, to be honest with you. I don't know what inspired me. I guess just everything that is around me. It could be maybe the song that I was listening in that moment, or not sure, the outfit that I might have seen on someone. I don't know where it came from, but I really right now enjoying painting this type of
do you think it might will change the character, or it will be the same for a while? I'm really intrigued by this. You choose.
I'm not sure, to be honest. It really depends how I feel at the moment. It might change. I don't want to. I started to paint like full time 6 months ago, and I saw my art evolving actually so quickly. Because the more I paint, the more it's changing. It's just all about practice, the more you connect with your creativity, the more you let yourself go, the more you create different things. And for me, it really to letting myself completely go, it took me a while, because again, I was just painting this portrait that was amazing, like mixing the colors and everything, but I still couldn't feel like I was ready just to take my pen and just to draw wherever was coming from, my brain and my feelings, my emotions. It was not happening. And every time, I remember I was just looking at pictures of this amazing artist, and I was like, no, where is this coming from? How this person can paint something like this just coming from his brain, like it's crazy, like. And then I was like, no, how if this is possible, because if all these artists are doing this, I can do this too. So I just literally started to be more relaxed, started to meditate before I was painting, and that just brought me to the dimension where actually right now, like, apart from enjoying the whole process when I paint, I actually so much in love with my artworks. Because like, you're the first person that you kind of need to like it. If you don't like it, then who's gonna believe in you?
Yeah, definitely. Is a meditation and exercise like a big part of your process for your art? Because it is for me, to be honest. I do like lots of running, lots of exercise and stuff like that, and it helped me to like focus and think while I'm running. I'm just like thinking about what I'm doing and my art and what I'm supposed to do next, and the whole process. So it just kind of like focus the idea while I'm doing. Does it work the same for you with like meditation, as you said?
Yes, meditation is something that I am still working on. In terms of that, I would like to meditate more. I'm trying right now to do this every day. Yes, especially before I paint, and it helps me a lot because, again, you just kind of detach when you do it. At least that's what's happening with me. You detach yourself from the reality, from everything that it's going on around you, and you detach yourself from your thoughts, and that was kind of like stops me to do some stuff that I actually really want, because the brain is like, it's this crazy machine inside of our body. It's like the it's the crazy organ, let's say, but we've got as well something else that it's called heart. It's our soul, and that's what sometimes we need to listen more than just our brain, and just let yourself go and be just this loving creature, sharing your kindness and wishing love to everyone. And that's what that I let's say meditation helps me to do that, to detach myself from my thoughts and just follow my heart and
follow your feeling,
follow who I really am, and not just thoughts and what should I do and I don't like this, like, I guess it might be the same for you. So
what does it's really interesting, because is a part of what inspires you of like before you start like painting and drawings, is like this connection that you try to find with your soul and with your within. Does it inspire you? What does it inspire you, and how you decide to put in a painting, in a drawing?
The exercise, actually, in your question you asked me as well if the exercise helps me. It does, but I'm not sure 100% if it actually has the influence on my creativity. It might have the influence as well on my day, because gym for me now. Okay, now the gyms are closed, but no excuses. You can still work out outside, and the exercise for me, gym or just parks or wherever, helps me to with my daily mood, how can
like
I
the
say?
stress.
Like, what I've noticed is just like, no matter how am I feeling nervous, or am I feeling negative, or am I feeling super happy, no matter what, when I finish my exercising, like, I have this explosion of happy cells inside of my body, my brain, that just my mood changes, and that what keeps sorry, my English right now is just like going somewhere, but
don't worry, it's okay.
It just makes me happy. Like, exercise makes me happy, makes me confident, makes me want to eat healthy food, and just it's balance. That's we need kind of a balance in our life, and exercising and meditation definitely helps me to keep this balance.
I'm actually looking at one of your painting, and there is a lot going on here, which is really interesting. There is every time I'm looking at something, again, I can see a new mark, a new things, a new color that I didn't notice before. And did you do any study before, like you choose the color, for example, or you choose the way you're gonna paint, or it's just like expressive and just like you go full on in, and whatever happens.
Okay, so when I used to do the portraits, I'm still actually doing the portraits because I've had some commissions, so I see people are very interested actually in in the portraits. So I'm still doing that. When I used to do the portraits, yes, before painting, I was actually let's say strategizing which kind of colors I wanted to put in, and there was like study behind that, like how they would look together, and if the contrast was actually what I wanted to I actually like the contrast of the colors and all of that. And lately, to be honest with you, when I started to be focused on the character, I'm not studying that much colors anymore because it's just such a big mix. I'm not using anymore just 3 or 4 colors. I'm using a few colors. So it would be difficult for me to just, spend like studying it. And right now I'm just literally going and following my instinct, and whatever counts. It's not always... I'm not 100% satisfied all the time with the result.
It always happens.
It always happens, yes. But like this is the crazy part of art. It's just like sometimes when I don't like 100% my artwork and I'm showing it and I'm sure that no one else might like it, actually that's the painting that people like the most.
It's a classic.
Just so objective sometimes, and sometimes I'm like, oh no, this is great, look what I've done, I really really like it, and people are just, but actually I prefer this other one. So I was a little bit at the beginning giving importance to all that. Like, oh, maybe not everyone might like it, but that what was kind of stopping me sometimes to just detach myself.
It's a bit of like a rabbit hole if you start to thinking what people will like, and people will like more even on the social media, then you just like it's something like you should never think of, like just do your thing.
That's what stops you, you know. And that's the thing, we all know that, look, maybe this thought it's not good for you, but you still keep going, and that's what means self-discipline. When you trust your gut that something is wrong, stop it. You can do this. You can control your brain. You can control your thoughts. You can. And once you realize that you actually can do that, you realize that, amazing things can happen. Like, just put it away, put it on the side. Don't compare yourself to others. Focus on yourself. And the more you focus on yourself, the more you're creative. If you're productive, if you're efficient, if you're consistent, the money or wherever, the success, it will come. Just, need to be patient and trust your gut, trust your vision. That's what keeps me motivated every day. That's why when I'm waking up in the morning, that's the first thing that I think. And especially during these hard times, it's...
Oh, it sounds, you're completely right. I agree completely for what you're saying. Sometimes obviously like it can be hard because like it's stuff thrown at you and stuff doesn't work out for you, and it just like you see black, but it's
what
really
keeps you motivated?
What I want to say with my art, so the story behind every like series. I kind of I did start working in series a few years ago, so I decide a subject and I want to tell a story about this subject. So for example, my big black and white drawing, so I used charcoal and ink. They are quite not too big, but they're like bigger than normal usual size that you will find. And
what's the size? I'm sorry.
It will be around 89 centimeter for 65.
Oh wow, okay.
So it's like it's almost like a meter for like half meter. and it's they're about immigrants. So it's about like all these people that I know, and obviously I am one of them, and it's that's what it keeps me motivated. I want to tell a story, and I want to use my art to tell the story, and I just sometimes it's just literally like just express myself, just because I need to throw color on a painting. I need to draw something. That's something like it's more like an instinct that more than a project. It's more like I need to do it. If I don't do it, I will feel like upset or sad, or it will get into my nerves. But because I'm quite disciplined on like keep doing it like almost every day, and yeah. So basically, like telling a story. That's what it really keeps me to like stick to the subject, and until I think I told the story the right way, I will keep like doing like carry on the series. For example, the immigrant series, the one I'm doing it right now, it's been going on for like a couple of years now. So yeah, between
it's just crazy. I'm just scrolling your Instagram page, and you are so productive.
yeah, try to be
Wow.
try to keep try to keep it up with like try to do it every day pretty much.
That's amazing. Well done. Wow. I keep scrolling, and it's never ending. Wow. That's amazing. That's really, really amazing. Like you inspire me a lot with this.
That's really nice.
I need to definitely improve my productivity as well, and
if you
every day, no matter what.
If you think about it, like there is so many hours during the day. I know it sounds like it's only 24, but in 1 hour you can do so much. And if you just take the hour and decide, okay, in this hour I need to produce something, you will, and it's so better. Like it keeps better and better, and then you will do more, and then will do more, and will do 2 hours, 3 hours, and then you just spend the whole evening drawings. And
that's true. Me, like, to be honest, like when I paint, like the time first of all for me stops. So sometimes I might spend 3 hours, sometimes I might spend 4 hours, but I feel like every time when I start a painting, like I cannot just leave it and say like, you know what, I'm gonna finish it tomorrow. Maybe because it might be not a portrait. So it's kind of, maybe it takes me less sometimes to paint it. So I feel like, it's timing. It's kind of not an easy part, but I definitely need to be focused more and just do it every day. Especially now with this lockdown, like
I started to prep all my I'm gonna do some big paintings now, because I've got the whole time like a month full on. So I prep before the lockdown a big paper with some prime. So I'm just gonna be painting the whole lockdown.
That's amazing. I feel like I would like as well to go on large scale.
I think that will be, for you, will be great as a style that you have. I think you will have more space to make more, like it's just will work out so much better. I think bigger size for you. I think it will work. The only thing it might be is if you have place where to store it.
That's the thing.
I know.
Yeah. I'm looking right now. I mean, maybe this lockdown will kind of, it's not easy. But before I was looking for like free studios and things like that. But right now it's just like this kind of things. It's not easy. So thank God, like I paint right now like in my living room in the flat where I live, and I've got 2 flatmates. So I'm so lucky to have them, because you know how the studio of an artist is, and that living room, if that living room could talk, wow, it's just like every time that I try to paint, is you get messy. So that's why for me, like doing large scale paintings, it could be a little bit challenging.
I will
Yeah.
definitely encourage you doing. I think that it will work out much better in a bigger size. Your paintings.
Yeah.
That's something I really. I will. It might be scary because looking at a giant white space, it's kind of like, okay, where do I start and what do I do first, and it will be the right decision that I made. But I think just do it, try it, and I think it will work out
Yeah.
so much.
Where do you paint?
I try. Unfortunately, I pushed my girlfriend away from the living room. She's doing. She works at home. She has enough. Well, she does office job, so she's in finance, and so she create a kind of office in the bedroom now, and I use the living room as a painting space, and I did create like a little studio corner, let's say, where I keep all my stuff, but it's like everywhere. All my paintings are on the walls, and all the stuff it's just everywhere. Yeah.
We all need to go through this,
Yeah, hopefully I will love a studio space at some point. It's just like, it cannot be right now, obviously, because the whole going on.
We'll get there.
there.
I'm sure. I'm 100% sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, we might be gonna.
We need to use as much as we can what we've got, and just be grateful every day for, for what we have, for our talent, for the thing that we are able to just put on a paper, on a canvas, what is going on in our crazy mind. It's just so amazing, and I really hope that because of my art, people might feel inspired and might do something that they really believe in, because we live only once at the end, and there's no time to waste. Like, take your time, like, do your things, like, wherever. Heal if you need to heal from something, but then put your work on. That the more you get busy, the more you see that it works, and when it works, and when you see that it really works, nothing can stop you anymore. Like that, and it's never too late. It is.
Love your spirit.
It's so crazy. Life is so crazy.
Love it.
It's so unpredictable. It's never too late. Just do it. Not next week. No, next month. No, when I will be ready. I don't know. When I'll get that job, I might have more time. No, it's not like this. It's not possible to be happy waiting for something, and planning all the time. Life is not a plan, things might come up just straight away. You will say, oh really, that happened to me? Yes, that happened to you. So just get it done now, tomorrow. Start to do that. Plan it. Write on a piece of paper things that you want to do, the positive side, the negative side of it, and just do it. That's what kept me alive during these times, and that's what pushing me to do what I really want to do, which is art. That's what I love. That's me. So that's my purpose. And find your purpose in life. Find it, because it's easy to get stuck. It's so easy to get lost sometimes. But once you have a purpose, once you take a decision and you stick to that decision no matter what, you are a winner. That's it.
Oh, love the positivity. Love it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I don't.
Tell me.
Yeah, no. I was going to say, I don't want to take too much of your time. If you want to just tell the people, like, where they can find you, social media, if you have a website.
So for the moment, people can find my artworks on my Instagram, which is creative _creatures. But amazing things are coming, and I'm working on my website right now. So it will be available soon, hopefully in a few weeks' time. So on my Instagram, of course, I will just copy the link. So my artworks can be available as well on my website. And for anything like commissions, and I'm actually customizing clothes right now. So I have few clients who ask me to paint on like jackets and things like that. So for any inquiries, or
Just keep
whatever it is, if you like my art, if you don't like it, or just DM me, and yeah, I will be happy to answer. And also, yeah, if you would like to contact me, there's as well my email address on my Instagram page, which is just valeria.rusyn, rusyn @gmail.com. And yeah,
It's
this is
great.
it.
Great. Oh, it was lovely to talk to you, Valeria.
Thank you, Matteo. Thank you so much. I was a bit excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never done a podcast, and yeah, it's kind of hard for me sometimes to just express what I think through words, because I'm like
Yeah.
not shy, but like I'm more like in the art talking. Like, you asked me to paint, how am I feeling? Yes, I can do that. But like, expressing myself, it kind of was a little bit of an issue all the time. But yeah, you make myself feel comfortable, and I really enjoyed the talk.
Oh, I'm super glad.
I really like your podcast. I've been listening to as well the other artists' interviews, and it's really amazing what you're doing. And we need to power to the creative.
Yeah, it's one of the reason why I start this. I want to try to keep everyone together and just connect everyone and in some ways.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you very much again, Valeria, and it was a pleasure.
Thank you so much as well.
Ciao. Oh, that was Valeria. Great episode. She was so lovely. Thank you very much, Valeria, to be with us and share your thoughts about art and talk about your practice, and how you dealt with lockdown and as an artist. And I think it's really important that we share how we deal with this kind of problem, and it might be inspiring for somebody, and you never know. So anyway, thank you for listening, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. It really helps the channel, and there is a lot of people listening but few people subscribing, so please, it will really help the channel to grow. And anyway, thank you very much, guys. From the Artful Podcast, I'm out.